TV, I'm Misled. With me is Latorr. We are bringing you map number 2 in your CEVO MLG Season 8 Pro League. Team Coast versus Complexity. Map number 1 was an absolute mop-up in favor of Complexity. Now we're on map 2. And Complexity looking to try and follow that up with a map 2 stunning victory as they can start it out that way. Even trades, though, 4-on-4.
Yeah, Stanislav had a great shot on Roka there. Stephus can't get it together, misses a shot, and will get taken out by Invert. The inner bomb site may be decently easy to take, but I'm sure it would have been that much easier with that frag courtesy of Semphis. Still, 4-on-3 bomb planted, map position favoring the terrorists thus far, but who do we have? Stanislav on a massive flank. He better hustle.
Yeah, he does have a player going to be watching the upper halls, though, that he's going to try and get by here. Here comes the retake attempt coming out. It's going to be Sanks, Valens, and Automatic trying to hold here. They already take down Drake. Invert's going to
let Stanislav by.
Looking. Oh, man. Invert can't get it. Yes, he does. He finds Automatic and Sanks, but Valens left alive. Good Molotov onto the bomb. That's going to push it off. Invert on fire. Can't get the defuse. They're going to double hunt him. Time ticking down. They're not going to be able to get this defuse, and Complexity will walk away with a pistol round victory from the T side of Train.
Great Molotov thrown off of the door to solidify that round for Complexity.
To CEVO-P, I'm Misled. With me is Latorr, and we have Sanks drop out of the server for Complexity. So their coach, Mr. Matt Warden Dickens, is going to come in here, and he's going to be their fifth. So Warden is in playing for Complexity once again.
This is like Entourage with all the cameos from celebrities. First, Miniker hops in. Now we have Warden coming in the server. Who's next? Who do you think we can get? Do you think we can get Spangler playing on a team?
I want Fraud.
That would be very cool. Either way, though, Automatic catches a frag on draw, so catches the second one on to Stanislav, and kind of as anticipated as this game is back live, Complexity coasting their way through this round, picking up a lot of frags. Warden, the only player to go down for his team, but he's got to shake off that rust. Did get an assist. Still has to shake off the rust.
So Complexity up 2-0 over Team Coast from the T side. Remember, they took the pistol away from Team Coast. Looking to carry that momentum for another round here with the superior firepower. And let's see if they're able to make that happen again and make it at 3-0 in favor of Complexity.
I'm sure based on the ease of that last round that they will be able to make it 3-0, but you never know. Especially on a map like this, you could set one trap and things start to implode. Dumor trying to get it done with the Deagle that was doing well for him earlier, but they're going to run by Stanislav, who only has a pistol, and he's still going to bring him down. Dumor finally going down as well, so 2 frags for Complexity.
Ooh, Roka and Automatic right there. They're going to frag up their own outside. Drossel trying to step up in the Z connector. Can find one, but Roka quickly trades him out, so now we're going to have Drake left alive. He's going to be 1 versus 4. They know that he's in Z. He has to bail out backwards. Automatic going to go on the hunt. Drake trying to peek him, get the 1 dig off. Not able to find it just yet. But Automatic in a great position.
Yeah, Drake's going to have to fall back if he wants to stay alive, but I mean, even with just the Deagle in hand, there's not much worth saving. Should try to go for some eggs or frags if you can, take a bit of a more aggressive angle, as I really don't think, with knowing that he has just a Deagle in hand, I don't think Umpai's going to be doing too much pushing.
Nope, no reason to. He ends up working his way back into that Z connector. Roka ends up taking him down. That's 3-0 in favor of Complexity. So now, all we have to do here is get into this gun round, see what Team Coast can put together. If they want to start this run, they need to start it right now in this opening gun round.
Yeah, definitely. If they give up this rifle round to Complexity and let Complexity get 5 in a row, or, I mean 4 off this one, and then presumably winning the next one 5 in a row, that would be absolutely brutal for them. I'm not really sure if there's even coming back from that without some really stellar play. So this round is it. I think the first test was the pistol round. They came up a little short on it, even though I think they could have shown a little bit better, and this is test number 2. They still are very much not out of this game, but a lot of their future success is going to be predicated on this round.
Gun round between both of these teams coming out in round 4. Complexity slowing it down quite a bit, though, not getting super aggressive here. Just sitting back, waiting to see if Team Coast is going to make a mistake that they can capitalize on, but so far nothing has come out for either team yet. Oh, Dumor almost getting caught there at Ivy. And actually, Stanislav is able to trade that frag and not allow Roka to pick up one of his own. Roka takes Dumor down to 67 before Stanislaw comes in for the mop-up, takes down Roka. We have the 5-on-4 advantage here for Team Coast as the bomb looks like it's gonna probably be entering the inside bomb site. Complexity has already got their way in. They got some good smokes down, working around Pop Dog right now. Bounds has to be careful. Drossel hasn't peeked out. Now he does. Non-silent M4 peeks around the corner. They know that he's there. Warden trying to spray him down, and Warden gets picked up by Drossel also. And Invert, what a great save. Taking down Automatic, who pushed. Sev's last one left will end up falling to Drake. It's going to be Team Coast picking up that first gun round.
Invert stepping up for his team, huge there with that off frag, saving his teammates, and just general good fragging all over the place from Team Coast, keeping all 5 players alive. So a free-ish round coming in here. I think Stanislaw's going to be spending the most at $2,200. That is most definitely what they needed. A round win is one thing, but a round win where you're keeping all 5 players alive, that's how you start to build a stable economy. They're going to have to deal with Semphis off this round. He's going to be going right for the pick. Almost going right for the pick. But either way, great start for Team Coast. They got to keep it up. They have to not get eco'd here. Actually, I mean, they're not going to get eco. They can't get forced on an eco. They'd have to lose 2 rounds in a row based on how much money they just saved. But still, they can't get forced onto an eco with a few losses.
It's going to be Stan, though, with the op in his hands, is able to take down the first frag. Drake outside, right there at T-Con train. Able to get one before. Actually, Automatic comes out, able to get a good peek on the Stanislaw, takes him down. So the outside take is on here for Complexity as Dumore gets a frag before Semphis goes on the trade. If one of his teammates, Dumore at Ivy, ends up going down, we're even 2-on-2 now. Invert inside the bomb site. Only one CT outside. That will be Invert fast off, but he gets taken down by Semphis. That's going to be Semphis over at what used to be Hell, working his way back towards T-Con. Trying to pick up the bomb here as the remaining CT Drossel is going to be at the back lanes, just hanging out and waiting. So it's all up to Semphis to see what he can put together.
If Drossel can win, this may actually not work out too badly for them because Complexity themselves are not going to be rich, and having that economy reset at this moment not going to bode well for them. Still, though, is an op to deal with Semphis. It's going to give him that huge long range that you need on this map. And with that smoke outside, he may be able to keep Drossel here a little longer than Drossel should be. But interestingly enough, and correctly enough, Drossel sliding right towards the inside bomb site.
Yep, Drossel knows it now. He's going to try and rotate through the Z connector. Ends up going down to Semphis, and what a smart play coming out from Semphis there. Drops the smoke outside, distracts Drossel, works his way towards the inside bomb site, ends up getting the bomb down, then takes him down as soon as he tries to move through the Z connector. That'll be 4-1 in favor of Complexity.
Huge. And that was actually even a 1-on-2 for Semphis as he traded out Roka, who was coming through Ivy. So huge round for them. Team Coast had enough banked up where they're able to stay kind of in it with the firepower, but they're not going to have much past this round. They're able to use those ops so effectively in that first round, and now that Semphis has one of his own, he seems to be doing a good job of responding back. But Warden doing some tag damage, not even knowing how close Stan is, but with the trade damage going back and forth, things are starting to favor Team Coast.
Yeah, Drake, round in round, again, is playing very aggressive on the T-Con train, and it worked out for him again. So far, he's got 2 frags on this round, just working off the back of the T-Con train. So, Warden and Semphis, last 2 left alive. Warden might get pushed here as the smoke starts to dissipate a little bit. Drake's actually going to push his way up, and Drake ends up getting caught through that smoke. So that'll make it a 2-on-4 in favor of Team Coast, who's trying to not allow Complexity here to win back in back-to-back rounds. Warden goes and picks up the bomb, has to be careful. Invert comes out of the ladder room, ends up taking him down as there it is. Semphis playing that seam forever, trying to get that shot.
Forever, right? He must have been there for 20+ seconds. I can't look at the same angle for more than 3.
The patience played off, though, as Semphis was able to find 1 frag, looking for another if he's able to. But he has 2 players right now in ladder, and that is going to be Invert peeking out again to take another player down out of the ladder room, and that'll be 2 rounds for Team Coast now.
Really impressive patience coming out there from Semphis, but patience isn't going to be it. They gave too many frags up early, and we're just kind of a little unable to take control of the round. Warden now sitting at 2-5. I feel like it's important to keep an eye on him. How's he at 2-5? He didn't play all 5. I guess, man, I'm dumb. I can't do math. Either way, he has been dying a lot for his team, and hopefully he can start to hit his stride with the rest of his team once they all are able to gain rifles in their hands. Now, with all this pressure in Whitehall, they're going to have to get past Stannis, who's there with an AK. Easy first frag for him, and it's actually not even going to fall back. He's going to stand his ground.
They're going to have that early 5-4 advantage. After Automatic goes down, they're just trying to hold on to this inside bomb site. Drossel lines up two. The back of Pop Dog looking for another one. As the bomb does make its way in, Drossel's going to hunt, gets the first one. Can he prevent Balance from getting it down? No, Balance will get it planted, but Drossel's going to get a 4K against the echoing Complexity. Complexity did do a good job, though, able to get the bomb planted.
Team Coast rebounding well, though. As I said, keeping 5 players alive is what's going to be most important for them to find that stable economy, and they keep coming close. They come very, very close, and they just need to continue to string together while they can. This is actually their first time winning multiple rounds in a row this series. Yeah, this series, right? Because they lost 16-2 last time, and they weren't strung together. So this is the first time they won multiple rounds in a row thus far tonight. So if I'm them, I'm feeling confident about that. They need to keep it up. They need to keep putting this hurt on Complexity.
Most definitely, and there's going to be a lineup at Ivy thanks to Dumore taking down Roka and Warden. Both players trying to push their way through Ivy, end up getting caught out, lined up. And Drake is able to get Balance. Also, Drake will line up too, and Stan's about to get Automatic, and no Automatic with the 180. Ends up getting him right in the face, and Drossel ends up cleaning that one up, and that's going to be Team Coast tying it up 4-4.
Great frag and great reactions from Automatic, but once again, not quite enough for Complexity. Got gunned down really early. Good job from a bunch of the Team Coast players lining up the counter, or the terrorists, and it just means they're positioning themselves properly and reacting well. And it's one thing to hit all those really fancy shots and, you know, those crazy 180s, but if you're playing Counter-Strike properly, you're sitting in one spot and you're waiting for players to come to you, and you're beating them with your positioning, and that's just what Team Coast did, I think, as evidenced by those multi-frag spray downs.
So again, Complexity here gonna be on to a save against Team Coast, and they're gonna be trying to work towards that inside bomb site once again, as they only have 4 rounds in their favor. But Team Coast has tied this thing up from the CT side, and again, we should be expecting Team Coast to pick up the majority of their rounds from the CT side here, as this is a CT side map.
There?
Yeah, Invert able to hit one. Drossel grabs one. Drake is in the mix. Also, Drossel goes... No, Drossel doesn't even go down. Drake lines up 3 frags that round, as he's going to be able to get the defuse also, because all the terrorists are dead. And that's going to be 5-4.
I'm a little surprised. Maybe it was they were just short one or a miscommunication there. I'm surprised to see Complexity not smoking the sidewalk of Internet. That's a huge smoke for getting your teammates out of that lower and into the bomb site. They smoked out the second lane, which is really smart. It allowed the bomb planter to get in there and start to get the bomb down, even though he did get killed pretty much immediately after planting. But that sidewalk smoke, I think, would have helped them a ton. It would have helped their entry fraggers just stay alive that much longer, keep the attention of the counter-terrorists, pull crosshairs in their direction, and allow that planter to plant, and then get some breathing room, move around, find out where he can go and where he can help his team. Without that sidewalk smoke, they're just going to get blended.
So into round 10, Team Coast with that 1 round advantage here. Complexity will be back onto a bye, and as we can see, Team Coast getting very aggressive out in T-Con. Look at all the information Stanislaw is able to get here, as Invert right out in the open on the red train, able to take down an op shot onto Valens, as the rest of Complexity is working towards the inside bomb site. Automatic will pick up Stanislaw out in T-Con. That'll even it out, make it a 4-on-4, and Cephas lines up Drake, trying to rotate back lanes. Drossel is still up, though, looking to try and find something, able to grab Warden. That will make it a 3-on-3 now, bomb planted inside.
Drossel is going to be a huge component to this round. He needs this frag onto Roka, and he does eventually get it. Cephas, one of the last men standing, still has his teammate with him. Has been an absolute demon with up. His teammate cannot defend the bomb at all, so Cephas is going to have to be the huge communicating factor for his team as Automatic takes down the second to last remaining counter-terrorist.
Oh, Automatic tries to go up on top of Pop Dog to see if Dumore was defusing. Dumore looking right towards that ladder, ends up hitting the headshot, but it was delayed just long enough that they couldn't. And welcome back to CEVO-TV. I'm Misled. With me is Latorr, and the delays are done for at least now. With the players having their issues, hopefully we should be fixed, and we're going to be 5-5 between Complexity and Team Coast on map number 2. Now we have Sanks back into the server, so in round 11, Cephas does open it up, able to take down Dumore. Let's see if having Sanks back in the lineup here is going to help out Complexity.
I'm sure it will. And he's already making impact. First round in, already picking up frags for his team.
who automatic taking control outside, getting on the T-Con train, ends up taking a frag down onto Drake. That will only leave Drossel and Invert left alive. We're going to be 5-on-2 in favor of Complexity, looking poised to grab themselves the 6th round.
Certainly, and that is just what they need. Team Coast found that economic comfortability briefly, but they had a lot riding on this round. They still may be able to actually buy up action, particularly if they can save a few rifles here, but they're running out of time to give up rounds as Complexity is nearing that 6, 7, 8 number on T side. They just only have so many opportunities, and Drossel getting caught off guard in the White Halls will get taken down by the CZ of Semphis. Last man standing in Invert's gonna have a tough. I mean, he's definitely gonna have a tough time winning this, but I assume at any moment he's gonna be running away, not peeking directly into Semphis's crosshair, which is exactly what happened. Semphis getting that last frag, 6-5 now in favor of Complexity. They've retaken the lead.
Yeah, Complexity up by 1 round.
No. Okay, good. Coach rejoin. We're good. We're good. Everyone, deep breaths. Sighs of relief should be going out. It's just Warden rejoining the server. Thank God. I could not handle another timeout.
So, actually, it's not even because of Sanks having issues.
No, someone needs to leave for the coach to come back in. Someone needs to leave to get a spec thing open. So Valens isn't actually leaving. He just needs to open up a spot for Warden. So everyone, once again, deep sighs.
Yeah,
we're back live now.
So now that they're back into the server, everything's good. Valens had his money. Yep, we should be A-okay here. And we're going to unpause with Warden back in his coaching role inside the server. So round 12 underway. Complexity up by 1 round, trying to string together 2 here against Team Coast.
That would be absolutely huge. They would really wreck Team Coast if they can pick up another win here. Team Coast is still invested in the round. They still have that op on Invert. As long as they do have these guns working, they have a chance. But, man, if they give this one up and they're forced to save, they're going to be in bad shape. And Roka going to be able to catch a frag on an Invert who's just not looking. They're all the way out. Man, that's another second awesome headshot for Roka as he takes down Drake. Dumore trying so desperately to respond, but he's in a terrible position.
Drossel does find a trade-out frag, though, but he's going to be 1 versus 4 at this point. Only CT to get himself a frag, and he knows he's in trouble there. Trying to work down out of the ladder room, ends up going down the ladder, gets caught with a flashbang, tries to rotate away. Got to be careful. Inside bomb site will be Sanks, and Sanks hears him running along that top rail. Sanks will peek out from behind Pop Dog, takes him down, and Complexity gets 2 in a row. That'll make the score 7-5, favor of Complexity.
Yeah, huge 7th round win there from Complexity, and as I said, this is these are the save rounds here coming in from Team Coast. Wow, they're actually gonna be forcing up a scout on one of their players who happened to be pretty rich. He's actually still sending on a ton of money. That is Drake. So they do have some firepower coming out, but as long as Complexity can keep them at range, which I'm sure they will, this could be an easy one, even with that scout up on Drake.
So into round 13 now, getting dangerously close to the end of this half. Complexity is up now by 2 rounds. We're going to have Team Coast on an eco round, though. They stacked towards the outside bomb site, weren't able to see any terrorists, so they're going to try to rotate back towards the inside and get themselves, wow, looking like a 5-man stack towards the inside bomb site now to try and hold on here, and that might be a good stack for them, as the bomb is with his team moving their way inside, but Semphis, Sanks, and Roka all find themselves with some kills, and Jump Scout comes out from Drake looking for Semphis. Semphis ends up catching him with the op, though. So now it's up to Dumore, 1 versus 4, and Semphis will find him from up top, and that is going to be 8 rounds now for Complexity.
And as much as I dislike the jumping scouts, they're still unbelievably effective, but courtesy of the new update, which I think is fantastic, by the way. I've really come around to it. I bet it plays even particularly well on land, but watching a jumping scouter get punished with hitboxes that actually work is just simply amazing to watch. Nice shot and reaction by Semphis all around, and a big win from Complexity as they were walking, as you said, right into a stack. That's a round that very easily could have gone sideways for them, but thus far in the round, Invert catching a frag onto the incoming terrorists.
Ooh, Sanks outside finds Drake right off the bat. Stanislaw, completely blind, ends up pumping into the bomber, works his way right on past him, and all the way back to the T-Con train, finds a frag. He will get picked up by Sanks, though. And we've worked this into a 2-on-1 here with Drossel being the last CT left alive. Complexity trying to get a 9th round. Timmy Drossel, 1v2, automatic, kind of weak. Automatic goes down. Now Sanks very low on HP, down to 21. but he's got great positioning here.
And all the time in the world.
Yeah, trying to work his way out from that T-Con train. Now, if Sanks is able to get this angle onto Drossel here, he should be able to pick him up, and they just pass right by each other out in the yard, not able to see either one of these guys. Doesn't get eyes on. Sanks got to be careful. Drossel in a great position here from what used to be hell.
It'll be interesting to see if Sanks also can grab the bomb and book it inside, but that'll be tough. Drossel certainly has his eyes on it, but even Drossel himself has no idea where Sanks is. He's looking towards CT, he's looking old or new bomb, and unfortunately Sanks gonna get shot in the back, not ready to look for where Drossel is in a huge round for them. Complexity has gone really, really far in these rounds, based simply on busting out of a main as fast as possible and getting out there in front of their players and not letting Team Coast set up. I'm curious if that's something they're going to be continuing on a round like this, or now that Team Coast has not quite solved it, but at least figured out how to beat it temporarily, is that something they're going to move away from?
So final round of the half here. Guns coming out in favor of both teams, except for Team Coast only has two FAMASs with 2 M4s and 1 op. On the other side of things, we're going to have 4 AKs and 1 op in the hands of Semphis. So firepower advantage for Complexity, and they already open it up, getting 2 frags in their favor. Drake and Dumore both down and out of the way. There's a lot of the Complexity players trying to work their way out through ladder right now. Stanislaw is going to do his best to try and get it a little bit more even. Now the lead is only 1 player in favor of Complexity. So trying to get this final round in their favor.
And they're going to be moving towards Drossel, who's in a good but slightly predictable position considering they were used it earlier, and Sanks ready to check right there. Not able to beat Drossel in the gun battle, though. It's Valens who comes up on top. Semphis finding a frag as well, so now a 3-on-1. Not looking good for Invert, but it's his last round, so he's got to commit on something.
Yeah, he doesn't have a choice here. There's going to be no save coming out for Invert unless he just wants to lose them round right off the bat. So he's got to be careful. Jumps up with the op. I believe he got heard. He gets spotted right in the middle of the bomb train. Valens will take him down. That's a 9-6 half from T-Size. Game up at 9-9. They get themselves a little bit more of a fighting chance here against Complexity.
Yeah, we're going to see a aggressive Whitehall's take here coming out from the terrorists. Shooting out the window, so making their locations at least partially known. I'm still not even sure if they're going to be going down a ladder or inner. It looks a lot like a ladder from here, so those outside players are going to have a lot cut out for them. There's actually only 1 player out there. It's Semphis, who I'm sure now is calling for his teammates. The 0 and 7 players, Valens and Sanks, are on a huge flank, so Semphis needs to do a lot here. Getting 1 frag is a great start, but Stanislaw able to find 1 as well.
Yeah, Semphis is going to have to go on the hunt from behind. Invert's going to wait for him. Invert's going to drop him as he tries to go through the Z connector. That'll make it a 3-on-3. Bomb planted inside with good positioning towards the back of these trains coming from Team Coast members. Stanislaw is able to take down Roka, who worked his way up through the upper halls. Invert takes down Valens. Now it's all Sanks. He's going to be 1v3. He's got a player. Oh, no. That player I thought was going over the top. Got to turn around, though. Right there at the Z train will be a terrorist. And Sanks is looking for him. Sanks sees him. Jumps over the top. Trying to drop on Drossel. Can he get the frag? Yes, he will.
Man.
He knows where Stan is, though. And Stan is going to be in a tough spot to make this happen, but no time. Sanks hits the fast shot, but no time to get the defuse. And Stanislaw will delay long enough to allow his team to take that pistol.
Yeah, big win from Team Coast. As I said before, on terrorist side, sometimes round wins, any way you can take them are what's important, and they did just that. Man, what a hunter Sanks is there, trying to find frags any way he can, falling on terrorists, looking up, and not even knowing where these players are, hunting them down, finding them, and still finding the headshots. Really good shooting there. It's that kind of play that I think is going to ultimately catch up to Team Coast. That individual aim and just X factor to make plays is so strong from Complexity, and they're looking to exacerbate it on this round as well with some upgraded guns in their hands. They got a Nova, Scout, FAMAS, and 2 5.7s to play with, so it's not going to be easy from Complexity to win this round, but they could very easily snake this one away. Well, that's the opposite. I just contradicted myself. It's not going to be easy, but it's very doable for Complexity to steal this round away.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're bought out into this. They have the FAMAS, they have that Scout, they have the Nova, and later was all talking about there in the 2.57, so there is a possibility of making it happen here, especially with the positioning of Roka. He's going to step forward, shotgun. Can't land anything. Does some good damage, but that's about it. Balance just trying to spray through the smoke with the 5-7. Get lucky if he can. Not able or doesn't have any idea that Stanislaus pushed up right on top of him. Scout from Semphis lands, does some damage. Stanislaus able to take down Sanks, but Balance still trying to hunt for him. And Stanislaus, there it is, finally goes down to automatic. We're even 2-on-2 here. Semphis works his way all the way to the bomb site. Gotta be careful, working around in the smoke will be 2 more. And Semphis will end up finding it. They have to know. Up top is gonna be the last alive terrorist. That's gonna be Drossel. Hits the first shot, gets a bunch of damage sprayed into him. And Drossel, very weak here, automatic at 100
what a play
HP.
for Drossel here.
Yep. He's just gonna push himself away, try and survive this bomb blast, but he's close. 2 HP, will not survive. Automatic will survive with a 5-7 AK and head armor. And welcome back to CEVO TV. I'm Misled. With me is Latorr. We are finally back live again in round 18 between Team Coast and Complexity. Delays aside, players lagging out. We are hopefully rolling in the deep here between these 2 teams.
And so far, so good for Roka as he takes 2 headshots. Make that a third! And a fourth! No, he can't make it a fourth.
Wow.
Oh my
Roka.
God.
Okay. All right.
Roka, that was like
how you
he's
get an eco
channeling
round.
Source Roka. That was like the most Source Roka round I've seen, I think, since I last saw him play Source. I can't even remember how long ago that was, but that was the most textbook Roka round I think you could have.
That was extremely dirty. That puts Complexity in the driver's seat once again with the advantage here from CT side. 10-8 will be the scoreline, and as you can see, Team Coast bought out into that round. And, man, they're out of money here, so they just got a lot of smokes. They're setting up for outside. Let's see if they can make this happen.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be tricky for them, just Glocks and smokes in hands. I guess they're going to try to rush the bomb in there and get it planted at the very edge of the bomb site. We've seen similar strats on maps like Inferno. But with the Molotov coming in, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, Molotov preventing anybody from easily working their way on ladder. And there's going to be Sanks grabbing 1. Automatic gets 2. Sanks trying to find a second of his own. He will get it. And there it is. Cleanup coming out from Sanks. Gets himself 3 on the round. That's 11-8 in favor of Complexity.
I said this before, but these pauses always, or seemingly always favor the team that is losing. It feels like whenever teams are winning and a pause comes in, it really stifles their momentum. They got them eco, they lost. I mean, they had almost no chance of winning that round with just Glocks in their hands, but now Complexity's got to get their momentum rolling. Team Coast is forced on a double eco. Oh man, Coast had so much promise coming into that 3rd round, and really, Roka just ripped it right from them.
Going into that round 20 now. Complexity still with the gun advantage here, Team Coast. Forced to just go with just pistols, trying to make something happen towards the inside. And they're not having too much luck here. Automatic's going to try and step up, clean up. Can he get the rifle frag? Yes, he will. Looking for the final terrorist alive. And gets Drake, so now only Stanislaus is left. He's all the way down inside. Or at the inside of the B bomb site. And he's got CTs all around him, gets spotted out, ends up taking down Balance. Will grab himself a rifle, tries to get away, but automatic ends up getting him with the M4. And that is going to be 12-8 in favor of Complexity, as Team Coast should be going on to a bye now.
Yeah, this is a huge buy for them, and I'm desperately hoping that Invert can get an op in his hands, but it doesn't seem like he can. He is bought out with the AK. It's going to be up to Semphis to control the pace of these rounds, and I think that's really going to do damage to Team Coast's ability to get the opening frags. I think they were doing such a good job on CT side for the most part. I mean, they did lose 9-6 of kind of winning the rounds early. They didn't really win a lot of close ones to the end. If they were winning rounds, they were decided very, very early on in the round. So having Invert's op taken out of his hands, I think decreases greatly their ability to do that.
Oh, Roka, look at this. Roka's going to push up, sees the first player, ends up spraying around the corner, able to get Drossel and do more. As Drake tries to execute outside, he'll end up going down, so now it's all up to Invert. 1v4 at this point. And as there's only 4 Complexity members in the server at all, so Roka's going to peek around the corner, and Invert will go down. And that will be 13-8 in favor of Complexity. As Complexity is putting a stranglehold on this game from the CT side, and they're not even pausing here. I think they just want to continue on down a man.
Maybe they still do have a solid amount of time to pause. I was hoping that was just an opportunity to get warded in the server. and then they could, yeah, I don't know. They're just going to be going for it. So 4-on-5 on the round. They still do have a huge firepower advantage. If I'm Team Coast, I'm grouping up and I'm rushing. I'm looking for trades any way I can. And it looks like pushing towards the inner bomb site is going to be exactly it. Roka's in a lot of trouble here. He's able to do a little bit of damage but gets taken down. This is not where you want to be if you're Complexity, but thank God for Semphis because he's coming in huge with that off. Big fake sold here too. Wow, big fake. Everyone went in.
Yeah, all the CTs, all 3 remaining CTs, ended up rotating their way towards the inside bomb site. Valens knows it's coming outside, throws the smoke down so he can get across. He works his way up tight, ends up throwing the flashbang down, pushes right through, sees the first one, Stanislaw can't even take him down. Drossel ends up taking him down from the E-box. So now Automatic and Semphis, last 2 left. Automatic's got to be careful here. Invert right below him. Semphis works his way out, uses a pop flash, doesn't make it around the corner, ends up hitting the first shot. Can he get another one? Drossel's right there at the E-box. He really needs some backup here. Drossel ends up getting it. Automatic drops down through the ladder room, and he works it into a one-on-one. Automatic versus Drake, but time ticks down so low.
Automatic, what are you doing?
Automatic tries to get away, and he will get away. I believe. No, he ends up dying with the bomb anyways, so that's Team Coast picking up a 9th round.
Yeah, I don't,
Back to CEVO-TV again. Lost Saints. Warden is back into the server now, and Complexity is a 5-man roster again. So let's see if they can keep it whole here. Hopefully finish out this game as the score is 13-9 in favor of Complexity. Team Coast back onto a bye.
Drake's about to get destroyed.
Flash. Drake, gotta be careful. Ends up going down to Valens. It'll be 5-4 instantly advantage for Complexity.
Complexity doing a great job using these smokes to their advantage. Oh, Roka tried to stay in fight but got punished for it. Did hit a player down to 10 HP, so this one could easily be cleaned up by his teammates.
Yeah, Automatic and Roka teaming up there to take down Stanislaw. We're going to have Dumore and Drossel left. Dumore with a fail smoke. Ends up actually smoking out his own ladder. It's going to be kind of a problem for them to try to make their way back up, but they're not going to go for it. They're going to commit outside, and Balance and Warden will team up outside, able to take down Dumore and Drossel. That's Complexity getting themselves a 14th round in their favor as we hit round 24.
Yeah, with the eco coming in from Team Coast, they've all but run out of time here. They need to put together a round win literally now or never. Or else this game is going to be coming to a close. They have Drossel upgrading to a Tech 9. Stanislaw and Dumore also spending some extra cash as well, but for the most part, they are not invested. They're looking to be playing overtime here on Game 2 on Train, and I don't think it's going to be that easy. Complexity kind of has that, they can smell the blood in the water, and they're starting to get a little aggressive here, playing those smokes really tightly and getting right up in the face of Team Coast. Last round, it seemed like they had almost no answer for it.
And Warden will open up the round, able to take down the Invert. It's going to be an opener for them as Complexity has guns. Team Coast does not have anything in their hands except for some upgraded pistols. We got a Deagle, a P250, and, well, we had a Glock, but that Glock is now gone. Drake out of the way. So Deagle, P250, and Rec 9, and there goes that Deagle. So, and they are just getting collapsed on Stanislaw, trying to take down Warden. Ends up going down the ladder.
Trying to knife him.
It's going to be Roka, and Roka doesn't hit it, but Semphis ops him, so it's going to be Drossel versus 3, as he's going to be the last man left.
Oh, wow, what a read here by Semphis. Oh, he gets killed anyway. I thought he had the perfect read on what Drossel was up to, but he's actually now forcing the Commentators to split up 1-1 here, and if he could somehow jump Semphis, which I don't think is possible because he's making so much noise, it could be winnable, but nah, he's going to get run up on with that MP7. Easy frag for Valens. Now it's 15-9. Complexity just 1 round away from ending this series that's been way too long. I mean, considering that we're seeing a 16-2 game and a potential 16-9, these games have gone on way too long.
Yeah, so we're in possibly the last round of this game. It's going to be Complexity on match point now. They won map number 1. If they can win this one, get a win in their column, that's 2 points going forward in your CEVO MLG Season 8 standings here. And they would love to get those 2 points and not walk away with a tie. And they're poised to do it. At this point, you have to think from the CT side on Train with how well they've been playing. They should be able to grab one. Warden tries to peek his way up the ladder, ends up getting his face blown off. As Roka finds one on Stanislaw, could trade out frag before Drossel trades him. So trades going in favor of Team Coast so far, and that'll be 4-3 in favor of Coast.
Hey, luckily for Team Coast, they being Complexity, have also rotated that op ender. Oh man, I was thinking that Doomore and the bomb would go down a ladder and try to split outside, but actually going to be pushing right towards that op of Semphis. And Semphis has been lights out all night. He's currently sitting at 25 and 12, so he's not messing around by any means.
So Complexity still trying to fight this round out. Actually, all 3 alive Complexity members will be towards the outside bomb site. They're going to stack in that direction. They're going to take the 50-50 chance here outside and hope for the best that Team Coast ends up rotating in that direction. As the flashbangs and smoke start going off inside, though, Complexity knows they have to go on the rotate inside. Semphis automatically the first 2 there. Valens will be the late rotator with an auto shotgun in his hand. Semphis back lanes, gets 1 for himself. That makes it a 3-on-3 now. See when that auto shotgun's going to rotate it. There it is. Finally rotating in, but still good post-plant positioning from Team Coast here. All they have to do is hold on and not allow Complexity to get there within a good amount of time. And Doomore's going to push up, ends up taking down Automatic. Sees the head of Semphis, but can't find it yet. And Complexity in trouble here. Doesn't look like Valens should be able to get this as he's caught out 1v3 with an auto shotgun. Can't take down Doomore, low HP. That's a 3K for Doomore, and that'll be a 10th round now for Team Coast.
Valens also has $2,700, and I don't think he got any kills in that last round, so he certainly had enough cash to buy something that wasn't an auto sniper. So, a conscious decision there to get the auto sniper shotgun.
Yeah,
same
auto shotgun, son.
Same,
Never
same,
got the auto.
Same Garbo.
Never.
Oh yeah, 6 frags he got with
much.
it. I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, hey. That's user error, not the gun's
user
fault, okay?
error, yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, that actually certainly makes sense because I'm trash with it too. Draws without coming out, get instantly dinked on ladder. Someone is able to get a frag, but as the Team Coast members continue to try to pour out ladder here, they're going to be getting punished all over the place. Roka even on the flank. Semphis gets a frag. Wow. That could be it. Semphis fragging so hard, has to come around and blow Roka's head off, but it's actually Automatic who gets the last